EHS continues virtual days to stay prepared.
In spring sports, enjoy early success. Hello, and welcome to KEHS. I'm Elin Dean.
And I'm Brooklyn Conti. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Night Vision News. The school store at EHS is more than just a place to grab supplies. It's a hub for students to pick up essentials, show school spirit, and connect with friends. Whether it's a last-minute notebook, a favorite snack, or EHS merchandise, the store plays a key role in student life. Now Brady Lewis shares their report on the EHS school store, exploring its impact on students and the school community.
At EHS, the school store not only raises fundraisings and it raises school spirit, but it's also a way for students to get materials and snacks whenever they have free time.
The most popular over the past, I think, 4 years has been the V8 energy drink. We did do a survey a couple years ago on a couple items that student council made up on a list, and we decided based off of that, or I just get suggestions from some of the kids of different snacks that they enjoy. So we have a couple vendors that will come in and show us different items that they carry and the different designs that we can pick from, and we decide whether it gets a nighthead or if it gets an E or it gets the full logo. Just depends on what it is.
And when we return, an inside look at virtual days.
Are you an artist? Are you a learner? Are you an athlete? What is your faith? How do you stand out? Episcopal High School, stand out.
Once a month, students and teachers take a break from in-person classroom learning during a virtual learning day. But is it a welcome change or a challenge? Reporter Ella Voss brings us student and teacher reactions to these teen classes.
We have virtual school once a semester. We are going to be interviewing students and teachers to see their likes and dislikes.
I think that virtual days are practically helpful, but pedagogically not optimal. So they're practically helpful because we need to be prepared for the sorts of days where we're not going to be in physical class, and students need to have the practice as they go to higher ed to have that capability. It's never going to be as optimal as kind of direct sort of interaction with one another and with the teachers. For example, just like the audio delay of waiting for people to respond, picking up on some other cues. And you just can't physically look around. You have to stay glued to your screen. So that contributes to it not being as good, but it's better than nothing. And I think we have to at least have the capability to do it.
Hi, I'm Emma Freeman. I like virtual day because it's short and I don't have to do anything, and the teachers are really relaxed on what we do. And yeah.
Hi, I'm Mary Martha Rabelais, and I like virtual day because it's a great way to make sure we still know how to use Zoom if anything were to happen again.
How do our athletes prepare physically for competition? It all starts in the weight room. When we return, a look at the space where athletes get bigger, stronger, and faster. The strength and conditioning coaches have done so much for the student athletes at DHS. Reporter Maddie Achilafu got a closer look at how they've impacted the daily lives of the students in her special report.
A lot of the students at Episcopal High School enjoy working out, and I'll be speaking with some of the coaches and students that have benefited from this facility.
I've used it a lot outside of practice and inside of practice. So we used it for track and basketball. And then whenever I don't have practice or anything like that, I'll come to the gym and work out with Coach Jazz. So Coach Jazz will always push me to be the hardest, and she's gotten me so much stronger for all my sports, and she just makes me a better athlete. I really like to do any workouts with the bar, so bench press, hang cleans, anything like that. I don't really use the machines that much.
I think I've been able to make an impact in the weight room through just being positive and encouraging the students to just have a positive outlook and set aside their worries about lifting weights and working out in general. I think the students have been able to grow in the weight room through just working with each other. I mean, and again, just getting more comfortable. I think at the beginning of the semester, they were a little unsure about what this class was about, but once we got into it, they've been extremely hardworking and positive with each other.
This is Maddie Achillofi reporting live from KEHS News. Back to you, Brooklyn.
And coming up next, our winter sports segment with sports anchor Brooks Edwards.
Why are people watching KEHS News? Because it's the right thing at the right time. Missed out on what's happening on campus? Find out the latest on Episcopal's only news program. You'll get more video coverage, more in-depth reports, more pillar news, and always to the point. The right news at the right time. You're watching KEHS News.
Welcome, Knights fans. As the high school varsity baseball season kicks off, excitement is in the air for players, coaches, and fans alike. This year promises to be filled with thrilling matchups, standout performances, and unforgettable moments on the diamond. With a talented roster and dedicated coaching staff, the team is ready to swing for the fences and make their mark. Stay tuned as we dive into what this season has in store for our beloved EHS baseball team. Here's reporter Max Midoff for more on this story.
Beginning at the end of February, the EHS baseball team kicks off for their new season in 2025 with lots of promises and hope and chemistry with their young team.
It's a good team with a great culture. We have guys that have a lot of experience, and in a lot of ways we need to gain experience, especially on the mound. And ultimately, I think for us to succeed, it's going to be a matter of players learning their role, pitchers that are courageous, willing to throw enough strikes, and I really think by late March, April, we're going to be playing really good baseball.
With the season just kicking off, the players are very excited to make this season like no other.
We're a great team. We haven't been as good as we have been years prior, but I think we have very good chemistry. We started the season off slow, but we're starting to hit the ball pretty good, and kind of everybody's starting to figure out their own roles, and yeah, I'm really excited for the end of the year in May. SPC is in Houston. I'm hoping everybody comes out, supports, and we bring home an SPC championship.
The EHS baseball team this year is looking to repeat their 2023 season in that they can overcome their tough schedule.
So the team's improved a lot. You know, we started off 0-2, dropped to a pretty good Lutheran South team. They've got a bunch of commits, probably the #1 catcher in the country. But then we lost to a lesser Bel Air High School team, 6-5, in a game that I thought we should have won. And then after that, we had a couple of rainouts, a couple of cancellations. So we just played in the Willis tournament up in Conroe, Texas. Finished 3-2, beat some pretty good competition, beat Atascocita. Who else did we beat? Waller, and we beat one more, but I can't remember. And then we lost to two pretty good teams. And tomorrow we head up to Kerrville to play in the Kerrville Ty-V Classic, I believe. And that should be a great time, and hoping to get another one of these this year. Go Knights.
Reporting for KHS News, I'm Max Midoff.
The 2025 girls lacrosse season is already off to a great start with big wins so far, predictors of a good season. The team has a lot of returning talent from last year's state championship and newcoming talent that will help lead them to success.
The 2025 girls lacrosse season is already off to a great start with big wins so far, predictors of a good season. The team has a lot of returning talent from last year's state championship and newcoming talent that will help lead them to success. With more about the program, let's hear from head coach, Coach Colson.
The season's going really, really well so far. We're 2-0 to start the year. We were in Division II last year and moved up to Division I, so our season's looking a little bit tougher, but we're taking it head on and meeting every challenge and doing so well. The girls are working really hard during practice. They're running a lot and doing a lot of stick work and shooting, and they're just making the most of it. And so it's been a great season so far, and I can't wait for more.
This year we have a lot to look forward to, coming off of a Division II state championship win. We've already had some wins this season, which is really exciting, and the rest of the season is going to be great. As a younger player on the team, I think I bring energy and just excitement to the program, and I'm just really excited to see what this year has.
Good. We have 2 games and we've won them both really well. This is our first year in D1. We won the D2 state championship last year, and we're just super excited about how the rest of the season's going to go. Everyone looks amazing. This year we lost 3 of our defending seniors last year, but we've had some new people come onto defense and just looking really great, and we're super excited.
Our track and field teams had an exciting season last year filled with SBC wins. Let's join reporter Elin Dean to tell us more about this historically successful program.
Track and field athletes are coming back from an SBC win from last year. Let's hear from the current track and field athletes about how this season is going.
So far, the season's going well. Practices are going pretty well. And yeah, I thought it'd be harder than it actually is. I do a lot of jumping events and the 100-meter sprint. We have practice from like 4:15 to 6:15, or sometimes 3:45 to 5:45, and we'll go warm up and then do our workout on the track and then go in the weight room after. I think the team as a whole will be really good this year. I think we should probably win SPC again, and yeah, I think overall everyone's gonna do good.
I do the 100 and 200. I'm a sprinter, but I really want to try pole vaulting. We have practice every day. It varies, but usually it's 2 hours. And then we have practice on Saturdays. I think the team's doing really well. I know a lot of girls who are doing really well in competing in meets and winning lots of them.
And that's it from the KEHS Sports Desk. Be sure to follow your Knights during their SBC championship runs. I'm Brooks Edwards.
Thanks, Brooks, for that informative sports lineup. Join us on our next newscast as we highlight other spring programs. Well, that's all we have this week on Night Vision News. I'm Brooklyn Conti.
And I'm Elin Dean. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us.
And go Knights!